Hey, good afternoon. It is Friday. It is Friday. Oh my gosh, another beautiful Friday. Bit grey outside, but hey, that's how it goes. So it's Marsha here from Solo Flair Boutiques. Every Friday, I go live and we do a series called Creative Connections. Oh my gosh, and we've just started, and I can see my beautiful guest is prompt on time. Look at that. I just checked the time and I was right, my watch says 4 minutes past, laptop says 1 o'clock. Thought I'd quickly just jump on. So it's Creative Connections, and I'm ready for my beautiful lady when she's ready to just send a request to join the live. Thank you so much for joining. It's Creative Connection time again. It's Friday. I believe my lovely guest is going to come and join us shortly. Um, yes, I think she's ready to come on board and we'll get the show on the road. Didn't even get a chance to ask everyone how they're doing, but I'm sure we're all fine. We'll see another day.
Hello.
Look at this beautiful queen. Oh my God. How are you doing? Your smile, you're radiant. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm taken back. Look at you. How are you doing, my lovely?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm okay. I'm glad that I got to another Friday, had a busy week, got home late yesterday. I was really tired, really excited to meet you in person on the live because I know that we've spoken briefly. So I would like to obviously start this interview by asking you your name, your company brand, and what your brand is about, if that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll start. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me
Woo!
on. My name is
Lovely.
Tion Young. I am the founder of Tall HQ. So Tall HQ is a attainable luxury brand for tall women. The brand came about since I was about 8 years old. I've always been tall, and I found it very, very hard to find clothes that fit and also clothes that give you a sense of indulgence as well. The tall market, obviously, there's not a lot out there, but there's enough out there for everyday wear and casual wear. And I just wanted to bring a different aspect to the tall market. I feel like in the market, in the fashion market alone, there's nothing that caters for luxury for taller women. Even though you see the catwalks and all the models, they're like made to wear, like they're made to their
Yeah.
measurements, but we can never go into the store and buy those pieces and be like, okay, this fits, it's in my price budget and I can rock it. So that's what Tall HQ is all about. It's bringing luxury, but attainable luxury to tall women, allowing them to have the option to self-indulge and be fabulous, because honey, we're fabulous over
Oh
here.
my God, I just love that response. For those that have just joined, we have Tion here, the owner of Tool HQ. She just briefly explained, you know, she has loved clothing from when she was 8. Okay, she's always tall. Tion, how tall are you, my lovely?
I am 5'11". Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
5'11" and a half. I
yeah,
think it's something. There's a half out there, but we just kick that to the side.
so you're just under 6 foot, which is very tall for a woman. I think the average height for women is around 5'5", I'm told,
Yeah,
5'5", 5'6".
yeah.
So anything after 5'7", we are seen as tall. So just explain to me briefly, when you're going shopping, Tion, where would you, if you don't mind saying, where would you shop for tall clothing?
So growing up, I just shopped anywhere, like anywhere that had clothes, and even if it's hip shop, even if it was like ankle swingers, I'll just buy it because I was like, I can't be naked. So I was like, so I'd shop at like Topshop. Topshop do have a tall section. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
closed down now and it's moved to ASOS. But growing up, I used to go to Topshop to buy my jeans. Like Jamie jeans have been in my life for 28
yes.
years. um, I also used to shop at like ASOS online, Zara,
Yeah,
where else? Next, River Island, but I'd try and find pieces that didn't have sleeves so it wouldn't look odd, or if I was going out I'd wear a dress because trousers would be too short. And so I really had to really kind of think about what I was buying growing up and like being a young adult. It wasn't a case of, oh, this is trendy, let's go out and buy it, because I couldn't do that. It wasn't something that I could physically do. There was plenty of times I've stood in a store and I've cried my eyes out. I'm like, let me speak to the manager. How do I contact head office? This is atrocious behaviour. How dare you not have a tool section? Like, I've done it. I have done it. My mum is the witness. She hates shopping because I'm not melodramatic. I just feel, you know, infuriated, like frustrated going shopping. So shopping was not an experience that I enjoyed growing up, and I just really want women to feel enjoyment going shopping for fashion. Like it's a place to express your personality, to express who you are as a person. Like before you open your mouth, your clothes tell a story about you.
Oh, okay. So with that in mind then, so you were struggling to get clothes from just normal shops like Zara and Next. We're not endorsing these stores, but I was just asking you, you know, where would you shop? So with that background from, you know, your childhood, being a tall 5'11.5" young woman, because you are young, and, you know, you struggled to wear long sleeve tops, so you'd wear sleeveless more. Please explain to me then, when did Tall HQ come about then? Explain to me, you know, when did you then decide, right, I'm going to start a brand based on me being a tall, beautiful black woman? When did it all happen?
So Tall HQ, to be fair, it started years and years ago, but it was like I started, then my confidence and my fear kicked in and I was like, I can't do it. Like years ago, Tall HQ was called Alto Boutique. I wanted to call it Alto Boutique because Alto in Italian is tall and boutique just sounds bougie, so I wanted to call it Alto Boutique. And I was like, I'm going to open a clothing brand and I'm going to do it. And then I like draw loads of sketches and like, no, I can't do it. It was only until about the last 2 years where I really started studying the art of spirituality. Like, I was born Christian, I'm always Christian, but I do believe in spirituality as well, and learning to manifest and affirmations and believing in yourself. And it's not until then when I really looked into myself, Tall HQ was born in lockdown 2020. I was like, you know what, there's no time like the present, and if I can't leave my house, I'm going to stay in my house and I'm going to be productive. I'm not going to let this current situation stop me. And this is the best time to start following my dreams.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? The amount of women that have started their business in lockdown is so inspiring, because I know that, you know, there's going to be people that are going to watch this video back on the replay, and you're in your 20s, you know, so you'll inspire some young chicks. Sorry, I'm old. I'm in my 40s, so I'm some old hen here. But you being a young woman, you're inspiring so many people to, you know, just step out of that comfort zone, leaping out in faith. Thank you for anyone who's joining right now and starting your business. Okay, so have you got any top tips or anything that you've learned from starting Tall HQ in the lockdown? Is there any, can you give us 3 tips in that lockdown that you can share with us right now that can inspire some people that are listening to this regarding you starting your business, Tion?
Yeah, my first top tip for me would be like, don't tell people your plans until it's fruitational, because the naysayers are the people who project their fears onto you, and you may not be the most confident person, but you have that little spark, and if that person gets in your ear, it will deter you from doing it. So don't tell it. Move in silence. Silence, when no one knows what you're going to do next, is the best thing that you can possibly do to yourself. And yes, I'm not saying that I haven't told people. I've told my best friends and I've told my family, but that's simply because they are very encouraging people. But apart from that, I keep it to myself. I come on my platform, I talk to my followers, and that's one of the the number one tip I would tell people, just be silent, work, do whatever you have to do, and then when it's in fruitation, then speak about it to the people outside of your bubble. My
Excellent.
second top tip, should I say, is research. Google is your best friend. If you can't find it on Google, you'll find it in a book. So always keep on what's the word, being knowledgeable, like keep on teaching yourself, like knowledge. No one can take away your knowledge. They can take away your house, your car, your keys, your money, but they can't take away your knowledge. Always keep on learning, read. Even if you start one book today and you read a few pages and you think that's not for me, leave it there, start another one. You may be drawn back in a later time when you've like grown as a person, and then you're ready to read that book, but don't stop learning. Read, Google, research, just be an amazing person in that department. And that's my second tip.
Hold the third point, because people have commented and I don't want them to think that we're ignoring them. So I'm going to rerun some of the messages. So we've got here a lady called Loz. Hi Loz. She says, I wish I was tall. She's only 5'5", and she says she's shrinking. Or she said, maybe the chicks are getting taller. Okay. Then we've got here AMC tailoring. Hey girl. She says, amazing, Tion. Congratulations on taking the leap of faith. And then she's put 100, 100, 100 for you starting your business in lockdown. So we just put out some hands. Okay. Then we have here, thank you from another lady joining. She says, yes, surround yourself with positivity. She says she loves that. I totally agree. That is, oh, I'm going to probably say the word wrong. Mandala Moon Therapist. I know who the lady is. If I've said your business name wrong, slap my hands. I apologize. But she says, surround yourself with positivity. Keep it up to you. Yeah. Then we had another comment here. I've got two absolute stunning nieces. Hold on, the word it's disappeared. Is it disappeared right there? I've got two absolutely stunning nieces who are 6'3" and 6'4" who struggle. So she'll be passing your name on. So Loz, check out Tion from Tool HQ. Those that have joined us from the start of this live, you have met Tion right now. We haven't finished the interview yet. She is almost 6 foot. She said she's been tall from when she was 8 years old. She struggled to find clothes, and because of that, she would wear a lot of sleeveless tops, sleeveless garments. Sometimes she did mention the word, not me, she said it, ankle swinging trousers. And because of that, Tion has found her niche. She found her niche and she's birthed out in lockdown 2020, last year, Tool HQ brand. Okay. I have met Tion briefly last year. We have a mutual friend and we've had a couple of conversations. I absolutely love Tion's energy. I can't wait to come and meet you in person. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone who is joining right now, we've got so many people waving. We've got in love hearts. Even AMC tailoring saying she's got an amazing energy. Seriously, Tion is the guru for tall, luxurious clothing. So, Tion, I've read all the comments so far. One of the ladies who's joined, she's actually in her lunch break from school, so she said she's got to go back to class. So I hope that she catches the rest of this on the replay. So Tion, you gave us 2 tips out of the 3 tips so far. You said firstly, move in silence. Do your work, move in silence. When you're ready to birth out, boom, then everyone else will know. Secondly, you said Google is your best friend, and also research, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. You mentioned that people can take away your house, your car, all the material things, but when you have learned your knowledge, girlfriend, they can't take that away from you, which I 1000% agree with. So the third top tip, what have you got for us, Tion?
The third top tip is have a routine. Definitely have a routine. I'm still learning to have a routine, but since I've been trying to implement a routine into my structure, into my day-to-day life, it's helped me so much. Like I'm a mom as well as like doing Tool HQ. I also go to university. I need a routine. And yeah, Google tells you, like Instagram tells you, wake up at 5 a.m., affirmations, meditate, do all these things. But you know what? When you first started, it feels hard to do all those 10,000 things you have to do before you go and have a shower and put your clothes on. Even if you do one thing a day, it is like an achievement. Like I wake up and I wake up at 5 o'clock, but I don't leave my bed straight away, even though it says wake up and get out of bed. But I'll just lie there and I'll get a book, read like 2 pages, and I'll jump up. I say my daily affirmations. Like I got daily affirmations. Like I stick them on the wall, and I have like daily affirmations.
Oh my God, I love it.
Like if I don't believe in me, and if my energies are not right, my day can't continue right. Like there's been, I was poorly for the last week and I haven't done my routine and I felt so out of sync. But now that I'm back on it, I'm going to add another thing to my list. So I have 2 things to do when I wake up in the morning instead of not doing anything. And as I was telling a friend last night, it just takes to do 1% every day towards your goals and your dreams and the life you know you deserve to live will make 100. It will make 100, regardless of if it takes 1 whole year, 2 whole years. But if you do 1% every single day and you've done your best, that's all that counts. Don't listen to the outside world. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for your body, your mind, your family, because ultimately it's your life. And that's what I will say my number 3 tip is a routine at your pace.
Do you know what? Your daughter's the luckiest daughter ever to have a mum like you, Tion.
Thank
Those
you.
tips are absolutely fantastic. And I know that when we share this video, there's going to be people that are going to be blessed to hear your interview this afternoon. I'm actually so grateful that I've been able to speak to you. So I was just making sure no one else has commented. I'm just very privileged and thankful that you took the invitation and said, yeah, I'll come on your live, girl, for Creative Connections. So you've given us your 3 top tips, which I think are absolutely amazing. Tool HQ, can you tell us, has it launched or when is it ready for the world?
So Tool HQ hasn't launched yet. So the funny thing is, I started Tool HQ last lockdown, the first ever lockdown a year, 3 days ago. And my goal was, I'm launching in November. Yeah, we're going to get it out. Yeah. And no, Tion, like, no, like, it's not impossible, but we're in a pandemic. Things are shut.
Yeah.
You can't get no material. Yeah, you can just about see your pattern cutter. So it was meant to launch in November, then it was meant to launch in February, but then we had this extended lockdown. So
it's coming. Don't give us the date, but it's coming, right?
Yeah, it's coming.
Please tell me.
Next month, it's coming. April, it is launching. We've just got these tiny last little niggles and squiggles to put in place, and it's launching. Yeah. It's launching. It's launching next month. Tool HQ, you're going to be going out of lockdown in your bougie clothes. It's going to be there for you, girl.
Yes, girl's got me dancing already, man. Oh my God, I love it, I love it, I love it. So the people that are on the live today and who have just joined, just want to say thank you for joining the live. We have Tionne from her company called Tool HQ. It's a company designed for tall women. Now we're classing tall. In the UK, the standard height, they said, for tall is anyone over 5'7". But you've got basketball players that are like 6'3" and 6'4", because I know quite a few basketball players. And obviously Tionne, who's in front of us right now, beautiful, beautiful queen, who's just given us some serious top tips. She showed us her affirmation board. Like, I truly believe, Tionne, in affirmations, right? My background is from a Christian background. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with affirmations, because a lot of the times I have to speak what I am out into the atmosphere. Yeah. So in the mornings, I will get up and say, I am a good mum, and there's so much other things that you would say in your affirmations, which helps you, okay? For those that are still here and have just joined, she also mentioned research your market, because a lot of times people do start businesses and they don't actually research what they're getting into. And then, you know, they don't last a year or they don't last two, because you really have to, especially in fashion, Tion, you have to continue researching. There's always something new coming out in fashion. Could be new fabric, could be a new method of making things. You know, it's ever evolving in this industry. So it's good that you're saying to just continue researching. And also you mentioned moving in silence. It's funny because my partner said that was his strapline for the start of this year. He said, I'm not telling no one nothing. I'm just going to do what I'm doing, and then when it's ready, people will see, oh, so he's doing that in his business. And I really love that you said that. So we know Tour HQ is launching soon. We know it's coming. Have you got any promotions or any events after lockdown has been lifted? Have you got anything in the pipelines that you're able to share with us, or is it just kind of like, we'll keep it nice and quiet underneath the rug and just wait patiently to meet this gorgeous girl?
No, so basically, I will tell you about an event that I am planning. I don't know what time of this year it's going to be, but I am planning like a tall VIP, like brunch, like a brunch party for my tall queens. I've related it to tall queens simply because even though I would love everybody to come and join in, it's just that people who message me and on my Instagram and stuff, although I say, I wish I could meet other tall women. Like, being tall, you feel like you're the only person who's tall, like, until you meet another tall person. Like, I went to London and met up with a tall girl off my Instagram, and she's like 2 centimeters taller than me, and I felt like, wow, this is the first time in my life I felt short. It felt good. So I'm gonna have like a VIP brunch shindig for my tall ladies, and after that I feel like I do want to do something where everybody can come. Like, I want to do another event where for women in fashion, like an empowerment networking kind of like shindig, like a little, well, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, something like that, where everyone can come together and we can like network and we can like meet new people. Because I just feel like in the fashion industry, which I've noticed since coming into it, everyone's a bit hush hush, like, I can't tell you this and I can't tell you that, and you know, find it out for yourself. And yeah, I know that some people like to keep things to themselves, but to be successful is to help others. A successful person, their mission is to help others. That is how you keep on getting blessings, you keep on opening doors, is because you're helping others. And that's not saying that you have to tell them everything, but insightful things that are useful to other people is good. And that's why I want to create an event where you come and you exchange like information and network, and be able to be like, oh, I can call upon you for this and this, and you can call upon me, or we can swap skills, you know, because starting in the fashion industry, it's been really hard. And not knowing anybody, because I didn't go to university and study fashion when I was a kid, like, and not knowing all the technical terms, I've had to really learn on my own, and there was no one to really turn to be like, oh, do you know what this is, or do you know what that is? And so having an event like that where you can meet others who feel like they're in the same boat as you would be really, really good. And I just love women coming together and empowering each other, so it's just a great way to dress up lovely and have a glass of champagne.
Well, when you do that event, please share that with us, you know, because I would love to, you know, I am still classed as tall. I used to be 6 foot. I think as I've got a bit older, I shrunk just a little bit. So I believe that when I meet you in person, I believe that me and you are the same height, okay? Because you did mention Jamie jeans was your favorite jeans. Girl, they were my go-to jeans, okay? The sweetest pair of skinny jeans ever. Very stretchy, and also very long.
Yeah.
I think my inside leg's like 35, and some people look at me and go, wow, your leg's really long. So I would be looking forward to those events that you've got coming. Can you tell us, how can we find you, Tion, your brand?
You
Please
can
give me the details.
you can find me at Tool_HQ on Instagram, Tool HQ on Twitter. I just started Twitter the other day, so bear with me, guys. And you can find me personally, like if you want to talk to me or DM me, my DMs are always open, at Tiger_Lily XOXO. That's my personal account. I will be changing my name to my normal name. That's like an account I've had since I was like 15. Who did I think I am? Peter Pan. So, yeah.
Okay, so could you type in your details real quick? Can you just do that so that everyone who's on the live can find you? And I just want to say once again, everyone who's joined us, if you've just literally joined us right now, I am the host, Marsha from Solo Flair Boutiques. If someone just said they can't hear her, if you can't hear, come out of the live and then come back in, and you should be able to hear Tionne, because we've been chatting away. I can hear her, she can hear me. Tionne is a tall, beautiful queen, as you see in front of you. She had issues being a tall person, feeling like she's the only one in her area from 8 growing upwards. And she decided in lockdown to start her own brand. I've met her through a mutual friend. I love everything about this girl. I've never met her yet. I've only seen her face to face. This is the second time.
Yeah.
And I think her energy, her vibrancy, her love, her passion, what she's doing is absolutely amazing. She's got some events coming up in the near future where she said shindig. I love this word, you know. She said she's gonna have some shindings for tall people. I'm just checking because something keeps popping up on my phone. Okay, I don't know. I think someone might have pressed the wrong button because someone wants to join the live, and the live is all about Tionne today from Tool HQ. So if anyone wants to join the live next time, just DM me and we can get you on. But Creative Connections has all been about getting people like Tionne on a live and giving them the time to explain what are they doing and sharing, you know, the reason why they started their business. Tionne's explained, you know, she's affirming many things and said last year, that's it, it's starting. We're starting this brand now.
Yeah.
And you've also explained, Tionne, you know, sometimes we have a plan and sometimes the plan has to be changed. So the route, you've got your eye on the end goal, and you know Tool HQ is going to be an amazing, tall, luxurious brand. It hasn't been able to launch because you mentioned getting fabric has been a hassle. It's been a problem. I can relate to that because I'm a designer myself, and I miss the fact that fabric shops are closed. Yeah. It stresses me out because a lot of the times I have to go order samples online, wait for the samples to come, and then think, oh, don't like this one, get another one. But in time, as you've mentioned, when you're researching your industry, in time you'll have your catalogue of fabrics, and you'll get to understand, okay, this is what this fabric is. Yeah, I don't really like that for this particular design. Yeah. Okay, I need this fabric. And you'll grow and grow and grow, where you'll have a library of fabrics, a library of trims. You'll know which suppliers to go to, who does what. That supplier, that factory, they weren't too good on the knitwear, but they're great on some other products. And in time, you'll grow and understand, right, this is what I'm doing. And I think it's beautiful as a young woman in their 20s, leaping out in faith. So I personally, as a designer friend to you, starting your business, I want to say well done, because there's so many people that want to start their businesses, and that word procrastination, they procrastinate and years pass, and then they look back and think, should have just started it. Really should have just started it in the pandemic. And I'm all for every person who starts their business in the pandemic, in a recession, where there's supposedly not much money, you will last longer, because I think Netflix started their business in a recession, 2008. I could be wrong with the date, but I know Netflix started in a recession. Yeah. They are now, they're the most popular name we know. When people say, oh girl, Netflix and chill, you know who Netflix is. So I am congratulating you right now and saying, girl, you started your business in a pandemic. I'm waiting for you to fly. And I'm also waiting for this champagne shindig's invitation for these tour HQ meetings. Yeah. I will get my heels on and wear my little solo flare dress too to come and see you. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything, first I'll quickly ask, is anyone on here that's live? You got any questions for Tion? Because this queen, you know, I think she's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. So if you've got any questions, don't be scared to ask. You know, you might have a question, you think, oh, should I ask? Just drop it in the comment box and ask. But she also said, and she's left their handle there as well, her DMs are open to you guys. You got any questions about tall clothing, tall luxurious clothing, what she got coming? You'll soon see some of the clothes that's coming. She's launching very, very soon. Next month, she said. Fish Messages is saying, this is great, whoop whoop. Thank you for joining, my lovely. Tionne, oh my gosh, I really can't wait to see everything and meet you. For every guest that comes on board, Tionne, in this forum of Creative Connections, I have said to everyone, so I'll let you know now, when the lockdown has lifted, I really want to get every single guest under one roof, okay? Yeah. One of our guests previously has said she's got a new creative hub being developed in East London. So she's said that we are able to stay in her hub and meet up. So I would love to invite you as the guest, because you're on today, to come down to London with me, and obviously we'll have that meet up. We've got hairdressers, makeup artists, poets, yourself being a tall HQ designer, CEO of your brand. We've got other people coming on board in the next few weeks. So I just want, hopefully it's going to happen this year. So just remember that we've got quite a few events. You know, I've got your events, and I'm like, girl, come to this event. And it's creatives getting together and sharing and growing. Like you mentioned, networking. Yeah. Okay. That's something that was laid on my heart for the start of this year. I want to connect with people like yourself. You know, our journeys are all different, but we can also share and bounce off each other. There's things that I've experienced in the fashion industry for many years, and you just think, oh my gosh, I would love to have someone. When I started my business 10 years ago, I would love to have had someone to say, Marsha, here's some help. Yeah. Let me hold your hand. It's not about financial helping. It's literally just saying, I've been through it. Let me show you. Yeah. Now, for me, I know that being a tall woman, there's many issues that I have with tall clothing. You can't find clothes. You know, right now, only supermarkets are open. I'm like, okay, so I can't go shopping. And online, a lot of the tall clothing, I still don't feel are tall or long enough, because tall women have different dimensions. Yeah. You can have a tall torso and short legs, or tall legs and short, you know, there's variations of tall women. So I'm so thankful that you have stepped out in faith to do this business. Okay. Yeah. Have you got anything else you would like to share with me and with people that are watching right now, and for those that are going to even catch this back on replay, because I'll be resharing this video quite a few times, saying if you missed it, you need to listen in to Tionne, because she is hot off the press.
Thank you. The last thing the only thing I can say is really just visualize who you want to be, your dream life, and just start showing up as that person. Like, manifesting your dreams really does work. Like, I've manifested things, simple things, and I'm like, wow, that's because I believed. And like, just believe in yourself. Like, you don't have to start a business. You don't have to want to be an entrepreneur like me and Marsha. You could just want to get a promotion at work, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go to the boss and be like, I've worked my ass off. I need that promotion, and you're going to give it to me. And if you don't, I'm leaving, and I'm going to find someone who values me. And you just have to because you only have one chance at life. And I keep telling people, life is like a movie. Make it your best movie, the best box set like they've seen ever. And Yeah, like just live it, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So if you live today in your happiest state, and in something that makes you happy when you wake up in the morning, that is the best thing you could ever do, and impact the world while being here.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? I just want to say that you just ended this interview so beautifully. So Tion, thank you so much. Tion has just literally left me with words. I can't say no more after that, because you just said, make this the best movie ever. This week, I'm just going to say, has been very humbling. Having you on my live today, I feel like, oh my gosh, Marsha, don't cry. Come on, keep it together. That was beautiful. And also there's, women that I've had conversations with yesterday and days before. They've all shared experiences where it's humbled me. And we have got one life. Make it the best.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, there's a phrase that I hear from one of the people that I listen to called Jim Rohn. You're not a tree, so move, change it. If you don't like something, you can change it. And you just said, manifesting and believing in yourself, that is the greatest thing that you can do. And as a creative businesswoman, you're obviously showing that just from your profile. The profile is clean. I love the colors. Everything about you is luxurious. I'm like, yes, Tion, you got it down to a T.
Thank you.
Keep shining, my queen. Okay.
One last thing.
You believe.
One last
Go ahead.
I'll say is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself.
Yes.
That means if you are starting a business, get a mentor. I have two. I have Elizabeth Styles and I have Luxury Delamont or something. I can't remember the name exactly, but Oggy, she's a luxury brand consultant. She's more of a mentor. I paid for branding for my brand. Imaging was in the comments with BG Creative. And also, even if you're not doing a business, if you need to see a therapist, see a therapist. If you want to go have a life coach, have a life coach. Life coaching has taught me that life is for fulfillment. So fulfill every moment in life. And I feel like everybody should invest in themselves. And even if you only have one lesson or one class with this person, you go and do that to give yourself a clear vision of what you really want to do ahead of you.
Definitely agree. We just had a few comments here. So some fish messages just said, talk it girl, come on. And she also said she needed to hear this. And this is what this platform is about. I'm just the host. I ask the questions that I've got on my heart, and I wait for guests like Tion to share their personal experiences. I know everyone who heard you today, Tion, has been blessed, okay? They've taken many points away. I'm sure they've got things like, oh my gosh, you said this and that. Invest in yourself. Move in silence. Research your trade, your craft continually. Don't just think, oh, I'm going to learn this for a year and you know everything about it. You won't. You have to continuing. AMC Taylor says, thank you for sharing your light. Absolutely amazing, and I agree with that, Natalie. Tion is sharing her light. You see, she's already looking vibrant. I don't know if she has a ring light on, but she's just glowing, girl.
Yeah. I do have a ring light.
She just and I put mine on really bright, and I'm like, oh my god, Tion is just like, ah! And she also mentioned about getting a coach or a mentor, which I totally agree with. When I first started my business, Tion, I would say though, I didn't have enough money to have a coach. Okay. I had a coach gave me 30 minutes free. She slated my brand 10 years ago. I felt very embarrassed. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I need to fix up in my business. And if people look at some of my old lives, they would see some of the comments that I did say. When you're starting a business, you've got to be clean cut, slick. You can't have a luxurious brand. And then when people are coming to you and your website or your email address is, I don't know, tion@hotmail.com. People won't take you seriously, okay? You have to, if you're going to be a business, you've got to, you said it here, the branding, the packaging, you've got to have the whole look. And we're in fashion, so we understand having the whole package is important. Yeah. You've got to look good, but also it's got to have some meaning. So I'm thankful for having a coach. It took me a little while to then be able to afford one. After some time, you're thinking, okay, you see the reason why you need, because a coach will see things that you don't see.
Yeah.
and they'll explain to you and say, Tion, okay, from their experience, they'll give you some tips. And if you follow the tips, you're going to be successful.
Yeah.
You could choose to not follow the tips, and it might take you longer to get to that point. But it's a lot easier if you follow the tips and you put it into action, and then you'll be successful, that eventually you'll be able to pay it forward. There's going to be some people in years to come that are just starting out, and they're going to be looking for Tion or Marsha or AMC, someone out there in the fashion game who's able to pass on the baton. Okay. Yeah. And that's all I really want to share with everyone on Creative Connections. Learn your trade, be successful, but remember, pass the baton on to someone else, please, because they need the support and the guidance and the help. And you'll learn through your business. Eventually, you'll say, oh my gosh, I've got 10 years experience. I can give that new person who's just started, who's looking, thinking, I don't know anyone in the tool business, but they'll find you because you'll be there. And they're like, okay, can I message Tion? Will she respond to me? You know, and you will respond because you've got that energy. You've got that in you where you're like, I'm ready to, you mentioned in this life, empowering women.
Yeah.
You want to do that. So I know that eventually people will be calling and going, Tion, I need your help. I need. And Natalie just finished it beautifully. We rise by lifting others.
Yes.
I truly stand on that, okay? Us women, we have to, and it's not just women, because I had Trey Ventura on here, who was a poet and he was a young black man. So it's not just females, but men and women, we are all rising. We have to rise together. It's not about I, it's about we.
Yeah.
That's exactly how Creative Connections is. So that's the end of our interview today, Tion. I want to say thank you. Do you know what's really weird? The sun has just come out in my living room and in my kitchen all at once. I'm just like, I feel the light like taking over. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and being a part of the Creative Connections series. I'm very, very thankful. I know we are going to meet. I'm praying now that we have this event in the summer, because it's got to be enough. You know what I mean? I don't want it being in the winter, whereas I don't like the winter that much, but I really believe we'll meet up in the summertime. It's going to be an amazing event. You've got some events coming. I'm looking forward to seeing Tool HQ launch. Fish Messages says we are all connected. We are all connected. We're all pieces of this jigsaw puzzle. And this is why Creative Connections makes sense, because we have a tool designer and we have a tailor and we have makeup artists. We're all connected. Thank you for beautiful ladies. Thank you. So that is the end of our Creative Connections. Everyone who's on here, please join me again next Friday, 1 o'clock. Tion, have a fantastic weekend. And everyone else who is watching, also have a good weekend. If you just jumped on and you're getting the end of this, please, I'll be sharing it in a minute on my profile. Please watch back and listen to Tion from Tool HQ, who is all about tall, luxurious garments. You're going to see her face a lot more. Everyone, thank you for joining. God bless you all, and see you all again next Friday for Creative Connections. Thank you so much, Tion. Bye.